the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash gotta make your own decision. My words James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You
oh, I should have got the New York Knicks threes too, though.
Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
You know what I'm talking about, Lando?
Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Bulldogs and the Chicago Bears. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Got 180.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Hold on. Check. Ric Flair.
Out of the gun. Gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Shakes off the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Samson Abuka In there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
3rd and long. It's gone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on, man. Cut it out.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on 1st down. They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. Touchdown, Chicago! Trey Burton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hey, lift!
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff, and Woods has it complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Goff now to throw. And that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now it's Trubisky, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
18.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 36-yard line.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Bears 7, Bulldogs nothing.
65.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff now looking to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 79 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's got room.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain there of 21 yards.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Woods the intended receiver, so good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Single receiver. Check. X3. 218. Chopper.
Now Trubisky on first down. That's caught by Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Riley Ridley, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bro, this dude got Jared Goff as his fucking linebacker, bro.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
17.
Second and 10. Goff again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Goff now looks to throw. And got him, man. It's Woods. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
20. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
Now Goff on first down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
That's just
and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Go!
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Goff. He drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing again is Goff. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. On the return is Cohen. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Touchdown, Chicago. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football,
I don't give a
football
fuck,
101 tells us if you don't get
me.
it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, I 7. Hold on. Check.
I already beat you.
Now gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the interception, here's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, Trubisky. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Like 20.
53. You.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of 2 there, second down. On 2nd and 12, Goff. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
12 yards there and a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On the run, this is Jackson. But he breaks through another tackle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They run. It's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And it's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to...
It got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Trubisky, rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Eluding the pressure right, and he's going to go down again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun. Gone. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, I got me.
Mike. 11. 11. Mike.
5. All day, every day, any day.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. He's letting it fly, and that's caught inside the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Goff on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
I'm scared. Switch. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. The catch is made by the tight end, Nauta. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
2 drop forces. Merlin. Go, 12, let's go.
On 4th down, Goff. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got playing to catch.
And all the way down to the 26. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for London, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the